Welcome back to Quanta Apprenticeships. If you're an apprentice, your first paycheck is a big moment, but it might not stretch as far as you think. Taxes, bills, and unexpected expenses can eat away at your money fast. So in this video, I will show you how to budget your first salary by making smart financial choices so you'll still have money left over to spend on the things that you enjoy. Let's get started. So this video isn't just for apprentices, it's for anyone that has a job and that earns a salary. So you've just received your first apprentice paycheck. Exciting, right? But wait, why have you not, got the amount that you've calculated? This is because you've had to pay money to certain things like taxes, your national insurance, and maybe even your pension. Although you might not want to pay to these things, these are necessary, and you sort of have to pay towards these things when working. Let's say that you earn £25,000 a year. You're not going to be bringing home what you think. You will roughly bring home around £1,800 or about £410 a week. This is because the money that you've earned has, you have money that has to go towards taxes or your national insurance. The pension side is it's dependent on what you put in, and but of course it's something that you should be putting your money into. If you want to check the amount of money that you will be making, you can check this link below here, the government website, which will give you an estimate total of what you can be earning. So a great way to manage your money is by the 50-30-20 rule. Here's how it works. So you'll have 50% of the money that you make a month, you put that towards needs, the essentials in your life, the rent, the food, travel or any bills, the thing that you have to put your money towards. Then the 30% can go towards wants, if you're going out with your mates, shopping or other hobbies, you don't want to live a life that is so boring because you are working, you deserve to spend some money on yourself. Then 20% should go towards savings. This could be an emergency fund, just so if anything goes wrong in the future, you have something to fall back on, or it could go towards future goals. If you want to start investing or if you want to give money to other people, you want to have money set aside where you know that you'll be sorted with. So an example of this will be if you're taking home £1,300 a month, you will roughly spend about £650 on essentials. Of course, this can be above or below, just a rough estimate. You'll spend around £400 on things for pleasure, just so you can have fun with your life, and then around £250, you put that towards savings. And trust me, that number you will benefit a lot from within the future. So when it comes to saving your money, starting at a young age is so important and it will really benefit you in the long run because because of the likes of how companies, let's say, will continuously grow. You have the effect of compounding, which if you put in your money, it will continue to grow and grow and grow and multiply. So if you start soon, it will really help you in the future. One way you could do it is easy access saving account. This could be a normal bank account where your money goes to. Just make sure you know what's going in and you keep on top of it. Something else you could do is put your money into a high interest savings account. This could be your emergency funds as well. You want something that's typically above the interest rate that the government has set right now, maybe something over 5%. This is so your money, if you set when you set it aside, it will start to grow and compound on its own. You then have you can put money into a trading account or premium bonds. The benefit with premium bonds is it's no risk. You put your money in and you might win, a big cash prize or even smaller prizes, but there's no risk of you losing money. With trading, there's a much greater margin of, losing money, but if you do it right and you do your research, you can make so much more money. You just have to do your research beforehand, and there's a lot of videos on this sort of topic on YouTube. So when it comes to students or apprentices, one thing that you must know is ISAs. And ISA is a way of saving your money tax-free. It's an individual saving account. It's something that if you put your money in, you're benefiting from it and the government can't tax you from it. And this is what we want. Every financial year from April to April, you're allowed to put in £20,000 towards your ISA. And then three main places you can put your money in are you got the cash ISA, which you can put a max £20,000 in. But here, all the profit you make, you can't be taxed on. It's great for low risk and it's completely free. All you gotta do is put in the money you get. You might not be able to make 20,000 straight away, but when you put the money in, you can make profit tax free. The second is a lifetime ISA. This is really helpful for when you want to buy your first home because whatever the amount that you put in, the government will add 25% of that. The max you can put in is £4,000, and the government will match that with a £1,000 bonus. So each year, if you put in 4 grand, you'll get an extra grand. You can only take this money out, if you're gonna get retired or when you're gonna buy your first home. So this is very nice for when you want to buy your first home. But if you put in 4 grand here, then you only have 16 grand to put in the rest. So you want to think about what you're doing. But the lifetime ISA is probably the best one here. Thirdly is the stocks and shares ISA. Here you're able to invest in stocks, bonds, and funds with tax-free growth. That means any money that you make, maybe from dividends or growth, you can't get taxed on. Here you have a max of £20,000 per year, but of course it's split if you put in money to other ones. This is best for long-term saving, and if you start young, which I was saying before, you will definitely benefit from the long run. So here I've got some extra tips that could really help you in the future. When you begin working, especially if you're under around 21 and you want to try to max your pension contribution, at this age you shouldn't have that many expenses. So you should be able to check through your employer how much money you're putting in. Typically, you might be putting in around 3 to 4%, and your employer will match that by doubling it. But if you can put in like the max of 6%, that means your employer will be putting in 12%. So you're only putting 6% of your paycheck, but they're putting in 12%. That's a total of 18% worth of your paycheck going into your pension each month. And when you look at this in the next 20, 30 years, when you come to retire, it will benefit you so much. One thing that I will say is to trust me, start saving early for bigger gains in the long term. Of course, you're gonna have that compounding effect, and for that to happen, the sooner you start, even if it's just a couple of years, you will benefit so much faster. When saving up, you want to set up an emergency fund. This should be around 3 to 6 months of your expenses before you start spending on luxuries and things that you might want, not your needs. If you have an emergency fund, it's something that you can fall back on. You want to be able to learn about tax and pay slips. You want to know where your money goes, your national insurance, tax and pension. If you know where your money goes, you can, if you've been if you've been, charged too much, you know that that's not right and you can challenge it. You want to make sure you know where you're putting your money as well. Be sure that you know what you're doing with your money before you start spending everywhere. Do your research. Another big thing I would say is to set goals and stick to them. Whether it's a plan of you want to move out or you want to invest in something or you want to buy a car, if you set plans maybe monthly or yearly and you try push yourself towards them, it will really benefit you because you have something to work towards with your money as well. If you choose to just spend it going out all the time or to gamble it, you're not going to get anywhere in life. So have plans, stick to them, and trust me, you will benefit from it. Thank you for watching the video. I hope it has helped. Hopefully you've picked up something from this and you will learn from this. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll try and make more videos like this, and please leave a comment below. If you want more help with your apprenticeship journey, or if you want to know how to get an apprenticeship, click the link below where I have a PDF on how to get an apprenticeship with all the steps and tips and tricks. Thank you for watching.